Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about Xtra Math, which is a program that helps kids master basic math facts. Xtra Math is free. That was one of the big selling points for me. And I felt like it gave a lot of, it took very little time for the kids to practice basic math facts and help them build a strong foundation for the rest of their math curriculum. Today I'm going to show you how to sign in and set up a teacher account and all the ins and outs of using Xtra Math as a teacher. So the first thing you want to do is go up here to the sign in, click on sign in, and you'll see that I already have an account set up. The first thing I do want you to notice is there's a student tab, a parents or teacher tab, and then a classroom tab. For parents or teachers, of course, because you're a teacher, you will want to click on that tab. When you are signing up for an account, you can sign in with Google, and it just uses your password, and you can go from there. So as you can see, I've already signed in, and I'm going to show you how to set up your classroom and make this usable for students. The first thing you'll do is after you have signed in is you will click on your name. And if you have not checked this box right down here, don't show this again, the class checklist will show up. And it's really nice because what it does is it reminds you everything that you have to do in order to make this usable for your students. So the first thing you can see on the class checklist is to add students. I've already added one student, but let's go ahead and add another. So there's three options that you can do when you are adding students. You can have new students, transfer student from another class using Xtra Math, or an existing student with an enrollment code. So if you have other teachers in the building that are using Xtra Math, maybe from the previous year, you just have to know the teacher's email, and then the first and last initial of the student and the student's PIN, and that can easily be added to your class. The third option, the enrollment code, is if a student came from a different school and would happen to have their enrollment code, you can add them that way. But we're going to go ahead and start with new student. So the only thing you have to do for new students is put their first name and grade, and I'm going to leave it at 4, and then PIN, and you can change the PIN or you can have it auto-generated, and then their language, and you hit the plus button for add. Once you've done that, the students have been added to the class. So I'm going to stop with that one and go done, and that then again takes you back to your class checklist so that you can have it set up for your students to use. The second thing that I really like is the print parent flyers, and you can select or deselect the people that you want to print. So let's say Lucy J was already in my class, but Carter was new. I could just select him and click print because he's a newly enrolled student. It generates a really nice letter to the parents of Carter. It gives the reason behind the reasons behind the use of Xtra Math in class, but also that they can practice at home. It does have a App Store fee, but it also talks about Xtra Math being free at this website here. So it gives directions on how to enroll, how to create a parent account, and then also videos on how to use it. So I really like the fact that this is available for teacher and parent use. The next thing on our student list is to print student pins. So all you have to do is click on that, and you can hit print student pins. You just hit the print button, and it gives you a list of your students that are enrolled in your class with their pins, which is always great for a substitute or if a student forgets their pin number. Now that we have printed our student pins, the parent flyers, and added our students, we're ready to prepare our classroom computers. This quick video explains how to prepare the classroom computers and is put together by Xtra Math.
In this short video, I'm going to show you how to prepare shared tablets or computers so students can take turns on Xtra Math. On a tablet, start the Xtra Math app. Change the location switch to School. Tap Setup. Enter your email and password. This authorizes the app to display the list of your students on this tablet. Students can select their name from the list to make sign-in easy. On a shared desktop or laptop computer, bring up Xtra Math in a browser. Go to Classroom Sign-In and enter your email and password to authorize the computer to display student names. Also, you may want to create a browser bookmark or desktop shortcut to make it easy for students to start Xtra Math. Tablets and computers that have been configured this way will automatically display your class when Xtra Math is launched. Students sign in by selecting their name and entering their 4-digit PIN. When a student is finished, another student is automatically chosen for a turn on Xtra Math. Students take turns on the classroom computers until all students have had a turn.
So as you can see, using Xtra Math in the classroom is relatively easy to do, and it's easy for students to take turns, and you don't have to have one-on-one computing to get this done, but if you do, then they just select their name on their particular computer once it's been authorized. Finally, on the class checklist, there's show student videos. These videos are very helpful when displaying or explaining new things to your class when it comes to Xtra Math. I use these primarily as an introductory tool, and then students were ready to go for the year. So before we close this out, I did want to show you kind of what my dashboard looked like with my students. As you can see, I have 2 students entered. The first student hasn't taken any Xtra Math practice. The second student, Lucy J, did on Thursday, and you'll notice that she has a green dot. The green dot indicates that she did a very good job and that she will continue to progress. There are options over in the left-hand side, the edit class, and we've went through add students. You can edit your classroom information here. You can remove a class, and you can change programs. The change programs is very helpful because, as you can see right now, Carter and Lucy are both on the beginning addition program. If I wanted to change Carter, let's say to addition and subtraction, I could do that. And I would just have to pull through the drop down and hit change, and that is indicated here on the program selected. So Lucy, while she is on the beginning addition, this program for her has addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Sometimes that's overwhelming for students, even though she's just initially starting with addition. So as a teacher, you may want to select something a little simpler depending on the grade level that you're on. You also have the option of doing a custom program where you can select the operations that will be practiced, and then also there's a option with regular or beginning or expanded for those higher level students. And then finally, the 3 seconds is the time between the problems, and that's the default, but you can speed that up or slow that down depending on the student. So you can differentiate within the actual class, which is always nice. Teachers, you'll notice my name is here. You can add another teacher that can also have access to your program, but this is a direct email link to the teachers that have access. And then You can print again a class report, which looks like this. And this gives your key. The green is at least 90% correct. Yellow is 10 to 25% incorrect or too few answers given. Red is more than 25% incorrect. And then the gray is an incomplete session. That's really important that the students complete the sessions. The sessions take about 5 minutes to do. I also like the fact that you can print certificates with the Certificates tab. You can click on that. The students' names are listed below, and then it gives them a nice little certificate that has addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever they have completed. This is what a blank certificate looks like, but it will auto-generate the student's name for you within the certificate, which the kids really enjoy taking home. Finally, you'll notice the export area. You can share this class. If you click on that, you can share it with another teacher and they can add that class to their account. And again, that's when their name will appear up here under teachers if you're sharing it. You can also export class data, which is nice because it will export into a CVS file, which can be used in Google Sheets or a number of other data programs. And then finally, the help button down here. If you want access to that class checklist again, it is available all the time there. It always, you can always go back and review the student videos or how to prepare the classroom computers, print your student pins as needed, and add students and print those parent flyers for those new students that come throughout the year. I hope this has been informative about Xtra Math. If you have any questions, the Xtra Math website is a great resource and has a great FAQ section, and I would highly recommend reviewing that section before you start using Xtra Math in your class. Thanks.